This video is built on spoilers, my friends. Do not watch it if you do not want the ending spoiled for you. Now that we have got this out of the way, let's begin. This video will be a little longer than those I usually make. Please stay till the end. The way the ending of this game plays out, I do not think it is comparable with any other. I am recording this video after extensively reading Red Dead lore, and I found some beautiful observations. Stay with me till the end. The first one is when Dutch returns without John. The expression on Arthur's face, which changes slightly from anger to despair. I believe he went from thinking Dutch failed him, to him failing John and Abigail. He was not able to protect his brother and his family. The next one is when Dutch decides to cut Abigail loose. The expression on Arthur's face is gut-wrenching. From saying this about Dutch,
well, usually he's the best man I know.
That's wonderful.
To having come to this.
But he's right.
Touch!
The way Dutch falls in Arthur's eyes makes him question everything he ever believed and stood for. Dutch was clueless as to what he was doing or what is expected from him. I am saying this as he conveniently leaves a full sack of money on Arthur's horse, knowing well enough that his is a flight risk. This scene between Milton and Arthur is a unique one as well. Like my previous video about Milton, this scene also shows that this guy still is willing to have a conversation instead of killing Arthur directly. This ultimately brings about his death, but realize this, he could have shot both the women, then shot Arthur when he came, and he would not have been demonized by his colleagues or the society. Such was the madness of those days, and gangs like these were treated as enemies of the country that was being built. The moment where the horse dies is also significant. If this was real life, stories and lore would be made how a legendary outlaw's horse died here. Her spirit still roams the area, white in color, can be seen on a full moon night looking for its master. The scene is also shot brilliantly. The best of all is the scene where Arthur puts his hat on John. I can only imagine all that was going through his head at that point. Something most of us do not consider as the two met in 1885 when John was 12 years old and Arthur was around 22. Running around the same camp, I am sure John was the pesky little brother we all have, rummaging around our things, maybe even stole his first cigarette. Now 14 years later, handing over all his belongings to his brother, asking him to take care of his family and leaving, this hits hard. Finally, a small observation regarding the death scene. Once Arthur dies, sometime later Charles crept up the mountain and searched and found Arthur's body. He must have searched for the missing hat as well, since everyone I'm sure know it belonged to his father. He never found the hat. Every time I see this game's ending, someone starts chopping onions at my home. Damn them onions.